Good morning, church. We are solidly into the month of October right now. Solidly. And I think October is pretty reflectant of kind of where I feel like we are as a church. At least, stay with me. It is the 10th month of the year. Do you realize how fast 2025 went by? 10, right? And how little time is left for 2025. This is everything we have done thus far. And we've got so little time left to fit it in for 2025. And 2026 is bearing down. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are you thinking about for next year? And the very natural world is reminding us of this as the trees change their colors, as the temperature drops. It's the advent of cold temperatures, snow, let alone, and that's just looking further ahead than like costumes. And in October, there's just a few things that we are like, this is the week where we start looking ahead at the Anne Reid concert, our Reconciling Sunday, uh, Trunk or Treat, Charge Conference stuff, Advent, Christmas. All of that's starting to come into pretty clear vision. But I want to back up for just a second. We got this 20 years of being a reconciling congregation. Now, when celebrating, there's a couple of things I want to remember. I want to remember, I, I want to spend a good chunk remembering what this has done, where we have been over these 20 years. What was it like to make that decision, and what impact did we have as a congregation, both to our community and to the denomination, which now welcomes. 20 years ago, it was not denominationally convenient for us to welcome all people, but we got to be a hand in changing that. But what in this time, as we look forward, what does it mean to be a reconciling congregation now? 20 years ago, putting a flag on the side of your building, no one did that. It was revolutionary. It was hushed tones. And now there is a pretty, well, there's still quite serious opposition to being LGBTQI affirming. Still, not to take anything away from the opposition, there is very much a sense that we are not alone, a very real expression. And so, how does that change our vision going forward? We're in the 10th, like I said, October. I feel like we're in the October of being reconciling. We could jump back, but what are we doing for the next stretch? What is the next 2 months, what is the next 20 years looking like? How do we refresh and remind ourselves there's still work to do? I'm reminded of all of this, not just because of church life, but personally. I've, I am I'm starting the like halfway of my ministry as a pastor. Um, as long as I remain a pastor for my adult life, which uh, I know many pastors who don't make it past 10 years of ministry. Young, well, frankly, most pastors are second call. They're already in jobs and then they get a call to ministry, or that's when they respond to their call to ministry. But even those of us who went straight from college and seminary to the ministry, a lot of folks don't make it past 10 years. I'm at 16. What will the next 20 years bring? My kids, we are solidly out of little kid phase. All three of them are in school now. I only have so many years left with them in the house. I feel I feel the impendingness of time with them. I recognize that. Where do you feel like that? Do you feel like you have all the time in the world? Or do you feel like it's slipping through really quick? Like there's just not enough hours in the day, days in the week. God graced and embraced humanity. And a God that stands outside of time slipped into time in the form of Jesus Christ to remind us. And like, while death seems permanent, the resurrection of Jesus reminds us that everything we do that affirms life, beauty, creativity, while seems temporary to us, is permanent within the mind and heart of God. We can appreciate all the efforts that we pour into all of our endeavors, those that bear everlasting fruit, to those ideas and plans that we fall right on our face. And as the scripture passage for this Sunday is going to remind us, as elderly Paul reaches the end, I have fought the good fight, I have run the race, I have kept the faith. I pray that when all comes to be, you can say it for your life, and we can say it for our ministry together. I'll see you Sunday.